I will never forget the sound of that night. The crying voices of children who weren't supposed to be alive. It was in my village many years ago. We were small, quiet people who minded our own business. But our chief's son, Prince Oba, was not like the rest of us. He was cruel, proud, and always hungry for more power. His father, the chief, was old and sick, and everyone whispered that Oba would soon rule. We feared that day, but none of us could stop it. I was about 17 when it happened. My uncle worked at the chief's palace, and sometimes I helped him carry water there. That was how I first saw something I wish I could erase from my mind. One evening, as I walked past the palace fence, I heard low chanting. At first, I thought it was a prayer, but then I recognized the voice. It was Oba's. His tone was sharp, angry, like he was commanding something. I stopped just for a moment and peered through the wooden gaps. Inside, I saw him standing in a circle of firelight with three other men. In the middle of the circle was a small wooden box. It shook like something inside was alive. Then I heard it. The crying. It was faint but clear. The sound of babies crying from inside the box. I ran. My legs almost gave out as I fled back home. I told my mother what I heard, but she slapped me and warned me never to repeat such a thing. "Do you want the prince to hear you?" she whispered harshly. "He will kill us all." For weeks, I kept quiet. But then strange things started happening. The rain stopped even though it was the season for planting. Goats and chickens died in the night with no wounds on them, just stiff and lifeless by morning. Some villagers swore they saw shadows moving across their huts, even when the moon was bright. And the children. At night, mothers said they heard babies crying near the forest, even though no children were missing. Some swore they saw tiny footprints in the dirt leading nowhere. My uncle returned home one evening looking pale. He told us that Oba had been seen burying things behind the palace with his men. No one dared to ask what. One night, curiosity and fear pushed me too far. I sneaked near the palace again. I stayed hidden behind a tree. What I saw still makes my hands shake when I think of it. Oba stood in the yard, digging into the earth. His men lifted out the same wooden box I had seen before. He opened it and the sound spilled out, crying loud, like a dozen babies wailing all at once. But there were no babies inside, only bones, small bones. Oba knelt and pressed his face close to the box, whispering to it. Then he laughed. It was not the laugh of a man. It was too sharp, too broken. My stomach twisted hearing it. Suddenly, the crying stopped. Dead silence. He looked around, and for one moment, I swear his eyes met mine in the darkness. I don't remember running home. I only remember waking up in my mother's hut, sweating, my heart pounding like a drum. The very next day, the chief died. People said he passed quietly in his sleep, but I knew better. That night, Oba became ruler. Life in the village turned worse. Anyone who spoke against him fell sick within days. Some never woke up again. At night we still heard the crying, sometimes closer, sometimes so near it felt like it came from under the floor. I left the village 2 years later. Many others did too. The land grew barren, the river dried, and hunger filled every house. Oba ruled for many years, but no one called him chief. We called him something else, in whispers, the father of ghosts. Even now, when I return home and pass the ruins of the old palace, I hear it again if the night is too quiet. The same sound I heard as a boy, the crying of children who were never meant to live.